Hey there, it's Corey Michael Sanchez here, one of the founders of Mojo Global, and we're excited to bring you an impressive interview with Jan over here, who has joined the Certified Social Leads Consultant programs, building his own client base, is now up to 5 LinkedIn clients, which is amazing, right? And all of this being brand new to really building a business based around lead generation and based around LinkedIn. So Jan, thanks for doing this case study.
Hi, Corey. Thanks very much for having me.
Yeah, our pleasure. And what's really cool is Jan's got 24 years of experience being a software development company, right? Back in the early days of the internet. And since then, he's moved on from there, had some success. Go for it.
It was before the internet.
Before the internet.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is like for me unfathomable almost. So that's really very cool. And so Jan has he got into the program, right? Started investigating it, got into it, jumped into it. And let me ask you this, Jan, how long have you been trying to make money on the internet, would you say?
Probably since about 2009, around there.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at a number of things, but yeah, so since 2009, but I only really got started in 2015.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And so what attracted you to this program?
Well, I have been on LinkedIn for a long time, like many people, I guess. And every time I say happy birthday to somebody, which I religiously do, or happy new job or whatever, I kept thinking to myself, I'm sitting on a gold mine here. I really need to figure out how to make this thing work.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually then I decided, no, I must. Yeah.
Very cool. So now what has happened as a result? Because I know you've got clients. I know you're saying tell us about the leads, right? Because one of the things that I'm always impressed with is that you now develop leads, and you told me before that it was really challenging for you to fill your calendar before. Is that correct?
Yes. So I struggled to find a way of generating leads for myself, my own business.
Mm-hmm.
And then also for some clients that need B2B for that Google ads and Facebook doesn't work for. But really for myself, there was no way of finding, something consistent. And I knew LinkedIn had to be it, but I just didn't get to, I didn't want to go and reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited that it is working to generate leads for myself. And then for the few clients that I have, they're getting some really great results themselves too. For example, I got one company, their business was developed around the consumer, and they had 1 or 2 corporate clients, and they wanted to develop that as a huge new growth area.
Mm-hmm.
And I suggested LinkedIn, and it's actually working.
Love it. Now, one of the things that you're doing, which is kind of interesting, is that you're getting appointments from LinkedIn, which is really great. And one of the things that you did in order to get your initial clients is you went out to the networking groups that you're already part of, like BNI and stuff like that, and got your first early clients there. Tell me about that. Was it, how excited or interested were they in tapping into LinkedIn, right? Was it something that was, were they intrigued about, right? So tell me a little bit about how that went.
Well, yeah, they were intrigued and a little bit skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, very skeptical until we delivered some results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but because they trusted me, they were prepared to try it. Yeah.
I like it because you've been doing kind of networking for a while, right? So what I like is that, you know, for anybody that's watching this and you're already doing networking events, this is just, it's just another way that you can promote this business, right? You can promote it on LinkedIn, but you can also go to your warm networks that you've been honing in for the last many years as well, which I think is great. So kudos to you, Jan, for doing that.
Yeah. It also helps from the point of view that you can now, you know, there's people that that you've given results for, and you know, they can recommend you or tells anybody, or can be a referral, you know.
Love it.
Yeah. So you can tell a, a cold client to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great. And there's more of a relationship there too. So that's awesome. And now you're having big meetings on LinkedIn that you're getting from LinkedIn in order to establish kind of like your more global clients, we'll say. And
Yeah.
you've had some really awesome meetings lately with some really high level people. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, so yeah, I was quite excited about it. Uh, Two that come to mind are CEOs, and I'm because of my experience, my background of software development, even though it was a long time ago. Um, you know, I like technology, I enjoy software, and so I decided to concentrate on that as a niche. Also because I understand it, and I target CEOs, and I've I've met a couple of high-level people. One was is an ex-director of a very large global tech company. I won't mention the name now, and he runs, or he is the CEO of a large software development company now, and you know, he's in the US, and you would never get to a person like that through a phone call or anything like that, you know. But
Yeah.
through LinkedIn, we've had 3 meetings now. You know?
Love it. Right on. Well, good. So let me ask you this. So you have 5 clients. What's your goals for the next 6 to 12 months with this program?
Well, I'd like to significantly increase the client value, uh, you know, of each client by having more high level clients, and then also you know, end up with at least 30 over the next year.
I love it. Awesome. 30 clients. Okay. Well, we'll keep track of your success along the way. And for anybody that's out there that's thinking about the program or that's in the program, and just any words of wisdom to folks or anything like that, any last words on that?
Well, I think if they follow yourself and Ira, they'll make a success. Eh? Just persevere and just keep trying and keep going.
Yeah, I love it. Very cool. And that is the thing, right? Like, I noticed that you just follow the success, or the steps to success, and it all unfolded in front of you, right? Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
well, the thing is, when I, you know, when I decided to pursue LinkedIn, I didn't want to go and reinvent the wheel. I can figure out myself, but it'll take a long time. And for anybody that does it, it'll take much longer than it needs to be. And it's not like you have to invest a huge amount of money to make a success, to learn from somebody like you guys.
Right. Yeah.
Whom I highly recommend. And, you know, I've been through a number of programs, and yours is one of the very few, in fact, probably the only, where you have access to yourself and Ira, you know, the people that are running the programs.
Yeah.
So access at a high level, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, good. You know, we pride ourselves in helping our clients get results. I think that's the biggest thing for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Because now one thing you said is before you got started with us, you never, you didn't really know how to fill your calendar. And now that's like a very easy part about everything you're doing. Correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you can actually generate leads on LinkedIn, it's actually fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's consistent.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Jan. Anything else before we wrap up this case study that you'd like to mention before we do that?
No, man. I think just enjoy Australia where you are.
All right, thank you. All right, there you have it. That's Jan in the Certified Social Leads Consultant Program. Off to a great start. 5 clients, gunning for 30. And Jan told me something too. He invested in a franchise quite a number of years ago, and said never again. Right? Why is this much better than
1995 was 1995.
1995? Why is this way better than a franchise? Would you say?
Well, because a franchise is a large investment. I think cost me $175,000 or equivalent of that at the time. Now it would be a lot more money, and it takes a long time to recover that. With something like this, it's like a few $1,000s, some time and effort, and away you go.
Love it. All right, Jan. Well, hey, we'll keep tabs on what you're doing and what you're up to in the program. And but yeah, congratulations again on your first wins. Always great to celebrate all wins, and so looking forward to see what you can crank out over the next 12 months. But thanks for hanging with us and really sharing your story. It's awesome.
Thanks, Corey. Go well, eh?
All right, thank you. And
Cheers.
for those of you watching, if you're interested in more details, mojoglobal.com. And the biggest thing is just get started. Got to get started somewhere, right? We really focus on helping our clients and making huge results, huge strides very quickly with them. So looking forward to you being our next case study and success story.